Hi there.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Great. Fantastic,
I'm
man.
finally back in my element, man. Like, I feel like we've been here long enough, and we just paid our second bill.
Yeah.
So
2 months rent.
Yeah, man. Now what I'm saying, we finally brought the J-Mo back to the studio, man.
Yes, we're back to getting tipsy on camera.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Shout out to everybody that is drinking too while you're watching this.
Yeah, man.
Cheers.
Shouts out to y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to the Faculty Lounge podcast.
Episode 57.
57.
John J over here.
Anonymous over here.
And yeah, man, I'm glad that you found this groove.
Yeah, right?
You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing as when we first started. You know what I'm saying? It's like we had to figure out how to talk to each other for them.
Yeah, so they could understand. Because a lot of people say that we talk funny.
Yeah.
Like I talk in riddles.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not riddles. It's like the way I feel like the way I talk is common sense. Like, you should know everything that I didn't say.
Look,
Like, everything I didn't say didn't need to be said. So
I feel that way too. And I think that's what makes me angry. When I say something and I purposely don't say certain things, it's because you're supposed to already know.
that. Yeah.
And
right?
when you say, well, what about that? Like, you like,
so what you're telling me right now is that 2 + 2 is not 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to explain myself?
Over-explain, right. Like, I want to get my point across in as few words as possible.
Yeah, you know, that's the so that's the mark of a genius. That's the true mark of a genius.
Yeah.
Is to be able to make these grand theories and these grand topics, just put them into the smallest words possible.
Like, hate less.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Coming soon.
And we so I got this whole pop-up shop thing.
Wait. You gonna tell them about it right now?
Yes. See, this is the first step. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I want to do big things for like the second semester of school.
Right.
You know, and what I need from the subscribers is to go out and get us more subscribers, man. If y'all can just go out this weekend and just bring us up as a topic of conversation and get people excited about the podcast.
You know, I was explaining to my people, right, how I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I'm a pioneer and one of the first people that were using YouTube like TV, like everybody does now.
Yeah.
I was one of the first people to be doing that,
I
right?
remember.
So, in that, I always made it one of my priorities to show the programmer that I like the programming, right?
Yeah.
So if you're watching on YouTube or listening on SoundCloud or watching on Instagram, make sure you give a like, maybe share with somebody, and subscribe to the content, man, because we do this every week for y'all.
Yeah, man.
It's a passion project. We don't do it because we're looking for something. We do it because we love it, but at the same time, we need your support to take it to the next level.
Yeah, because we've made it this far on our own.
Yeah.
And thank everybody who helped us get this far.
Absolutely.
You know, because it
Absolutely.
wasn't really on our own. You
Yeah.
know, like we got family and friends and other podcasts.
A lot of friends came through and blessed us in the beginning, man.
You know, and we were able to get this far, but now we want to take it to that next level.
Yep.
And in order to do that, we need more people.
More people like you.
Yeah, like you.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all the best kind of people in the
Yes,
world.
they are. Yes, they
Yeah,
are. I figure anybody that'll sit up and listen to me talk for minutes at a time is my kind of people.
Yeah, man. Those are my kind of people, man.
Yeah, and that tweaked me out too when I was going over. Like, man, we got like 140 videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this shit like people are watching.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's more people that know who I am for this than what I used to do.
That's a great thing.
That
man.
is a great thing. I'm happy for that. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for everybody that's tuning in, everybody that listens, man, on a weekly basis. Even if you just checked it out for a moment, even if this is your first time checking it out, thank you. But yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, and share, man.
Yeah, man. And shouts out to Veranja Blake. Your shirt is coming soon.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got shirts coming. We're waiting on the silk screener to hit us up with the mediums. You know what I'm saying? And we will have that to you this week.
Me and Veranja go together like Trump and Melania. No.
Like ASAP Rocky and Melania.
ASAP Rocky. All right,
Man,
you want to start there?
yeah, man.
All
So
right.
did you hear about the letter that Trump's like foreign affairs person wrote to Sweden?
The Orioles letter?
Yeah.
I heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, like if you don't let ASAP Rocky go immediately,
I ain't gonna get elected president again.
no, we gonna hit y'all.
Oh, man.
And
The
Sweden's like,
tariffs, man.
and they're like, well, you or anybody else cannot change the procedures that
Yeah.
we, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking Trump.
Yeah, but ASAP is on American soil again.
Yeah,
And if I was him, I just wouldn't go back to Sweden.
I mean, why not?
I mean, because you got to stand trial and possibly go to jail.
Yeah.
Like, what the
But
fuck?
you
I
ain't
don't
finna-
have to go to Sweden.
Is there an extradition?
Hell no.
Like so how does extradition work? Is that only like the big guys can go into small places and get the guys?
I mean, I guess it's government cooperation because we seen with Chapo, they
Yeah.
extradited him from Mexico to America because it's all based on relationships. And I don't
So-
think Sweden has extradition laws because you can create a Swiss bank account that
Mhm.
America can't touch.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but I still feel like at the same time, it's like the bullies, like the big guy can bully the little guy, like give me my guy back,
Yeah.
and I'm not giving you shit.
Because you
But
see,
at
like
the
with
same time, America doesn't want nobody here. America don't want no immigrants here.
mhm.
So if you call America for to come get somebody, I'm like, yeah, take this motherfucker.
Right.
I don't want
Because
him here anyway.
you see how we've been trying to get Edward Snowden,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
Russia, like, man, hey, but Russia kicked him out.
Yeah, he living in somebody else's
They say a pervert and a jerk ass.
jerk ass.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Hey, I'm looking at this Rocky thing, man, and it really scares me because it's like, all right, everybody knows that America has been the top dog for so many years, right?
Yeah.
But we're moving forward. That ain't the case no more.
I mean,
And it's like it's still the case. Like he who has the bullets makes the rules.
yeah.
That's how I feel
But do
about
we
it.
really have the bullets?
Absolutely.
How much does it really take to really make a full clip?
I mean, we've been spending more money than anybody on our military.
That's what I'm saying. But who makes the bullets? Don't all the bullets come from like Russia and China?
Hell no, we make that shit.
We make.
Yeah.
That's where all our metal goes.
Yeah.
So we started making cars out of plastic to make more bullets.
Keep that shit in house. Yeah. You see what happened
You
during
can't-
World War
They
II?
don't make shit else in house.
Yeah.
Make AAA t-shirts.
Man.
AAA
AAA
t-shirts
t-
with bullets.
Cotton goods and bullets. Goddamn.
And tobacco. Can't forget about the tobacco.
Yeah, but it just be scaring me because it's like, man, in the event that we are no longer the top dog, this tariff shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, they talking about it now. They saying the PlayStation is going to cost more because of the tariffs.
That's so crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Fashion Nova is going to cost more because of the tariffs. Like,
So Jordans should probably cost more because they made out there in places.
they made in Beijing, ain't they?
I know they made in Bangladesh and they
Mhm.
made in they made all over the place.
Yeah.
But everything's made everywhere, like Guatemala, Haiti.
Mhm.
Like a lot of shit comes
India.
from these places that you wouldn't even think about.
Yeah. I just don't I know the bully tactics of how we got to where we are today as a country, but
Yeah, but at the same time, we're the ones that are starting the anti-bullying campaign.
true.
So
True.
how you gonna be the bully and tell motherfuckers that they can't bully?
Me myself, man, I love the bully. The bully is the possibly the greatest asset in the story of the hero.
Yeah, if it wasn't for no bully, it wouldn't be no hero.
Exactamundo. You can't have sunshine without the rainy days.
Yeah, you can.
You can't appreciate sunshine without touche. You can't appreciate the sunshine without rainy days.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
you can't have the sunshine without the sky.
Yeah. So if I was ASAP, I would just stay out of Sweden. And but I had heard somewhere that the dude that was following them around, he got stabbed during the attack.
Oh.
Now that turns it into a whole different thing.
No, it don't. You're
Now,
still
look,
following
look,
them
look.
around.
Hold on, wait.
You following me
Wait
around.
a minute. It's some niggas that could jump you.
Uh-huh.
I won't look at it the same if somebody stabs you. Like they can beat you up. Okay, you gonna make it through a beat up. If a motherfucker stab you, you could possibly die.
Yeah.
If I find out you got stabbed,
But
niggas don't care about you being alive or not.
so if you found out I got stabbed for
Um,
being the biggest dick in the world, would it soften the blow? Like, if it was definitely my fault that I got stabbed,
bro,
would it soften the blow?
bro, it don't matter because you can be as big as a dick you want to be. Pause. What's not cool is I'm not jeopardizing your life by being a dick.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
can't tell you how to react, but at the same time, you gonna try to kill me?
But I mean, he was like throwing water bottles at people and tripping people, and like, these are big security guards.
Bro,
he's
that's
fucking
what
with,
I'm saying.
you know?
If you big security guards, what the fuck you need to stab me for? You can knock me unconscious.
Yeah.
What the fuck you stabbing me for unless you want me to die? You don't stab
Yeah.
anybody with the intent of just hurting them.
I don't know, man. Are we going off on a tangent of an allegation, or is it definitely true that he got stabbed?
I think it's true that he got stabbed.
You think it's true?
I can't prove it, but I've seen from where I heard it was an article where it was pictures of him and he got stabbed.
All right. So speaking about articles
Yeah.
in ASAP Rocky, you know
Rocky.
what I'm saying, he's a well-known fashion guy.
Yeah.
And so is his boyfriend, Felicia the Goat. Man, have you seen Felicia, whatchamacallit, posting about Rakim coming back to America?
No.
Oh, man,
I have
Felicia
not.
is like in love with Rakim.
I could believe that.
But,
Felicia's father is his best friend. Yeah.
but he, whatchamacallit, so you've been reading this article in GQ about Supreme, huh?
I have, man. I have, because I feel like I need to be more I told Joe when we was at Complex Con, and he knows this, just like you know this, and anybody else I was ever cool with knows. Like, man, I never really cared about fashion, and at one point in my life, I was the nigga that said, hey, give me the outfit that's on the mannequin. You know what I'm saying? He looks good. Give it to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy.
But I feel like now that I'm in such a position to be maneuvering through all these aspects of the culture, why not be more fashion forward? You feel me?
So what you're saying is you lost some weight and now you care.
Now look. Now there was a point in my life where I could only buy my clothes from one or two places because I was so fucking fat.
From off the mannequin.
Pretty much.
Like
man,
that mannequin fits.
You got to go to the stores that purposely charge too much for their outfits. Like, you got to go to Man Alive. You got to go to the Lark. You got to go to City Sport. You got to go to these places because they the only people that carry 4X.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And now that I done slimmed down a bit, I can dress how I want to.
Yeah.
And in that, it's like, man, I want to learn.
I wanna do it.
And more than that, I was
But
trying
I
to figure
remember-
out how these motherfuckers is selling bricks.
I remember you was into the velour, and you was the first LRG model in.
You know why?
Because it fit.
Because these were what the models were wearing in Source magazine. That's the only reason. I seen my favorite rapper wearing it in the article in the Source. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to be wearing.
Yeah, I can see that. 'Cause
Yeah.
just like Chris Rock, this is the one I seen Twista wearing
Right,
in the Source.
Yeezy learned you well.
Uh,
Yeah, but I was reading about Supreme, and it's a very interesting story about these brands that build it from the ground up. Like, it's unconventional in the way that they do things, and I think that's the reason for their popularity, because we don't know anything about dude that created Supreme. Like, I don't know what he looked like, but I've never sought him out neither. But I'm pretty sure it's kind of hard to figure out what he looked like, his personal philosophy.
I don't think so. I think you can just Google him. Like, who created Supreme? His face will pop up.
Well, I think I put that wrong. You could find what he looks like, but you ain't gonna find pictures of him just kicking it. Like,
Yeah,
he ain't going to those places with those people.
Maybe he is. We just don't know that he's that guy.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I'm
Like,
thinking.
there's a lot of guys out there that got like shops on Milwaukee
Yeah.
that I don't know.
You just ain't
anything
gonna
about.
know.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Just like David Spade's sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about her.
I don't know who she is, but I know who David Spade is.
David Spade's sister-in-law
Mm-hmm.
is Kate Spade.
No fucking clue.
No clue?
No
All
clue.
right, so she had a really big
No,
bag.
I know who Kate Spade is, but I'm
Yeah.
saying I had no clue that her and David Spade were related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was fucking
No
on his
fucking
brother.
clue. Yeah, I know
That's-
Kate Spade.
That's messed up that she, you know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine that, though? Like, you build something from the ground up,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you got your brother-in-law's money. And because she was obviously married.
Wow.
She was obviously married to his brother before she started doing bags.
Right.
'Cause
Right.
There wouldn't be Kate Spade bags if she wasn't already a Spade.
You done did some dirt and got the name?
You know
You
what I'm
mother. Ooh. Ooh.
So she, what you call it? So can you imagine growing this company from nothing up to this $100 million company,
Mm-hmm.
and then having to sell the company for $1 million? You done made so much more than $1 million off of these purses, and now the whole company's only worth $1 million.
Yeah.
And
You can
then-
find, right. I seen that.
Uh,
You can find, it's Kate Spade and Ross right now.
and I think that's why she killed herself.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
like that's crazy, man.
But I was looking at,
But then on the other hand,
mm-hmm.
you got Supreme out here selling bricks and bouncy balls and
Yeah.
and fucking
Yeah.
suspenders.
You know, and I think I've come to the conclusion of why they're able to do that successfully. It's an unshaken, unwavering, unbreakable commitment to their customer base.
Yeah.
Like, man,
That
yes, at Supreme is still and will always be a skater brand. You'll never see Supreme in Target. You'll never see Supreme in Marshalls. You're never gonna see a Supreme commercial.
Nah.
It's just not gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
And it's like and they created the drop.
Yeah.
They created the drop. They created these short sales. They created these sales of merch with low inventory.
Yeah.
Out of necessity though. Like everything
Like,
that
at
they
first they were just like, this is we can afford to put this out.
exactly, because
at
if we
this
put
money.
out more and don't sell it, we stuck with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
So we gonna have this much to put out.
yeah. So
And then that became the thing.
mm-hmm.
Like, I know these are only available in New York because it probably at the time there still wasn't any internet. There wasn't no, like magazines. It would still take like a month to get it. So,
Like I think about Supreme the way I think about Woo Wear.
but Supreme made it. Like Woo Wear is still available in some places.
Yeah, it's still niche for
But it's,
Woo Wear.
yeah, it's hard to find it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas Supreme is, you know exactly where Supreme is.
Yeah.
And you know exactly when it's coming out. You know exactly what's
Well, I
coming
guess
out.
I mean the box logo is as notable as the Wu-Tang W.
Oh, yeah. Because the Wu-Tang is worldwide.
Yeah.
know what
You
I'm
can't
saying?
mistake that
But
logo
people
for
aren't,
anything else.
People aren't paying $25 for a Wu-Tang
no.
bouncy ball.
A Wu-Tang sandwich crust.
They're not paying $250 for
Yeah.
a Wu-Tang brick.
And not paying $250 for a Wu-Tang paper straw.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
Supreme made it. Supreme is Supreme.
Yeah, but I'm having fun in my little journey down the fashion rabbit hole, man. You know, once I get to sit down with some of these people from where we from, and like have conversations.
Yeah.
Cause I know this for a fact. Fashion is like the hardest industry to break into because you don't turn a profit in making fashion.
Yeah, you really have to have a following.
Yeah,
first.
like
it's-
you have to get used to being the loss leader before you make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you hit the perfect lick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where, like something like the Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Tigers are the Tigers because Vic Lloyd was an integral part of Leaders. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. He fathered it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe and Terrell, they was working at Leaders, selling their shit under the counter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So by the time it became the Fat Tiger Workshop, they had already gained a fan base
Mm-hmm.
who was just checking for anything they was doing. You know what I'm saying? And then you get like, I think they said Nipsey Hussle was the first in-store guest.
Yeah.
And like
Well, I don't know
2013
about him being the first, but I know
Yeah,
Joe
on-
always put that picture up.
on Milwaukee. He was
Yeah,
the
with-
first big
with him
person to
and
come
Nip.
through and rock their shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
That's
now-
when DBM stood for something else.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then you get the Wiz Khalifas and the
Yeah.
other people coming to town and looking for you.
And that's the cool thing, man. Like in all of these things that we do, because what we do out of altruism. You know, Joe and them made clothes because they wanted to make clothes.
Yeah.
We do a podcast because we wanted to do a podcast.
Yeah, man. We wanted to put our knowledge to use.
And all it takes is one person to turn your dream of altruism into something tangible for the world.
Yeah.
That can help you in other parts of your life. You know, so I find fashion in because it is the arts. The arts is the hardest place to make it at.
Yeah, because nobody needs that shit.
Yeah, nobody needs the arts.
Like, you need a T-shirt. You don't need a T-shirt with graphics on it.
But let the world become either it's a white T-shirt or a black T-shirt. I think the world would go to war. Like you need that. You need something outside of what you're used to make you feel like an individual.
You see, and that's the I don't think that's necessary. I don't think feeling like an individual is necessary.
I think the illusion of feeling like an individual is necessary.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's like, I'm my own person, you know, and I don't want to stand for that, but I'll stand for this. And I don't want to stand for that, but I'll stand for this. And then you see the division between like-minded people or whatever, like not like-minded, but like black women, white men, Indonesian school teachers. You know what I'm saying? Like you see the division within these groups.
Cambodian wet nurses.
Yeah, because nobody wants to be. I'm not a Cambodian wet nurse. I'm Melissa.
Right.
I'm an individual. I'm me.
It borderlines on the silly. The deeper you dive into the concept of individuality, it just shows that nobody understands it.
Yeah, like we're all here. You know what I'm saying? Like the human race
is a thing.
Is an individual race. You know what I'm saying?
It's like we are all like, the same cancer.
Yeah, like all of us together are individual from wolves or eagles.
I think that comes from. I like that you said that. I think that comes from the over-exaggerated sense of self-importance that man has.
Yeah.
To make you think that you're special.
And but that right there is the reason we're doing a podcast right now.
Yeah, because
if we didn't think we were special enough to do a podcast, we wouldn't be sitting right here.
It's true.
Doing this.
Like if we truly knew. But I look at Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Because Mike Tyson, on every podcast, he talk about the toad, right?
The toad.
Yeah. So
I haven't seen none of his podcasts.
So Mike Tyson was forever changed when he did DMT. So they synthesized DMT from a toad, from the glands of a toad.
I seen that with I seen him and Vic Mensa talking about that.
Yeah. So
Vic Mensa was saying how his all of his strife and pain in life came from him wanting to have blue eyes. I was like, huh?
Yeah. We gotta have this Vic Mensa conversation one day.
No, we don't, man.
One day we're gonna have
it. Vic Mensa is Chicago royalty, man. Even though he didn't sign my shirt, he's still Chicago royalty.
We're gonna have to have that conversation though. Chance is Chicago royalty. We still had the conversation.
Chance is the mayor.
We still got it. We didn't have to twist the conversation.
He's the co-mayor because it's really between Chance and Joe, because I want to say they made each other. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you would know better than me.
Because I feel like Joe Freshgoods was the man. You know what I'm saying? And Chance tweeted to him like, hey, check out my album. And then he was like, I like this. Come through. Gave him the tie-dye hoodie. And Chance didn't take that motherfucker off for like a year. So everywhere Chance went,
Joe went.
Dope Boy Magic went.
Right.
And then they, so like, it was the double cosign. Like, you cosign me, blew me up, boom, I come back and get you.
So,
boom.
Thank you for that history lesson.
Chicago, man.
But we're going to have the Vic Mensa conversation at one point, at some point.
Vic Mensa is still,
I'm not saying he not.
So, to me,
I'm not saying he not.
This is why I don't want to go into it, you know what I'm saying, because me personally, I've watched Vic Mensa go from jazz to hip-hop
to punk rock. Yeah.
And all the time helping the kids in Chicago.
Oh, check out Vic Mensa tonight at Emporium performing with 93 Punks.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
And we got a new song.
And that's what I'm saying. I can do that and still have the conversation. Nothing changes about who he is.
Yeah,
It's
man.
just that whenever I speak about Vic Mensa in a room, it becomes an elephant. And I want to have the conversation so I can understand why.
All right.
So not today.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do it today.
But we gotta have that conversation at some point.
All right, because man, I'm on his side, even though sometimes I feel like he's not on his own side. You know what I'm saying? Or people might misunderstand the man.
Yeah.
But I'm done because I'm starting to sound like a dick biter.
Dick eating on a Sunday afternoon, and I'm anonymous. Dick eating on a Sunday. Hot fudge Sunday.
No.
Look, all right, so I saw something interesting this week.
All right.
So, the man of the hour, Kanye West.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
Saw the domes.
Yeah, I seen the domes.
I'm excited for the domes, man.
Hey, man, he is doing it, man.
This is what
what if Kanye's the first trillionaire? Like trillionaire. Because you figure if he starts selling houses, how he sells shoes, he goes from making $225 a pair.
Oh, you know what?
100,000, 200,000 a whop.
Let me digress for 1 second. Can you tell me why all those Yeezys dropped yesterday?
Nah.
It was like 7-8 pairs dropped yesterday.
Yeah, were they like local, whatchamacallit?
The Butters came, the Mavs came. It was like 700s and 350s.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was like 6 or 7 pairs came out yesterday,
Man.
and I ain't touched none of them.
I ain't gonna lie, man. The only thing I'm excited about is them Travis Scott 6s, man.
And I will have them.
I will have them.
I'll have them
and look,
for you.
As soon as I get them, I'm gonna lick the bottom, I'm gonna put them on my feet, and I'm gonna run around the block. Just to let you know that these are my shoes. I'm not buying these to resell them. These are going on my feet.
My feet.
And I'm going to get on a plane and go somewhere with these shoes on and take another picture and make another video.
So I'm thinking, right, what if this was the reason why Kanye was at the Museum of Science and Industry researching dome technology?
Yeah, he was researching science and industry.
Yeah, but
you see what they said, though. I read the, was it Hypebeast or Double XL? One of them two.
Boy.
I was reading on the website. It said that they literally researched house building techniques from every known era of human existence.
Right, because they hold like Frank Lloyd Wright in high regard as far as architecture.
Well, see now, Frank Lloyd Wright. The thing about Frank Lloyd Wright was it was aesthetically beautiful.
Ain't he from Chicago too?
Yeah, he from Oak Park.
Yeah,
he Frank Lloyd Wright and Hemingway were drinking buddies.
I could believe that.
Yeah, Hemingway's from Chicago.
Yeah, he got a brandy or a cognac or something.
He got a lot of books. He was a writer.
Yeah, writers drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing about Frank Lloyd Wright was it was shitty construction. Like everything, like all his roofs leaked and it was just bad. You know? But yeah, it was beautiful architecture. You know?
Yeah, I could see myself living in one of these domes, man. I see these domes and make me think of like Zamunda, Wakanda, or some shit. Like, man, it's unique. It stands out in the society of today.
Kanye.
We must keep Kanye alive by
Kanye.
all circumstances. Kanye must remain alive because I have to see how it ends.
Kanye West. I am giving Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. I don't know if I could sneak Steve Harvey in there.
Oh, shit.
But I am giving Kanye West and Kim Kardashian full credit for getting A$AP Rocky back on American soil.
Yeah, I mean, because everybody listens to Kim Kardashian. You gotta, when Kim Kardashian speaks, the world listens.
It's almost like she's talking out of her ass.
Ah, see, I don't co-sign this. I don't co-sign this. Okay,
if Kim Kardashian's ass was talking to me, I'd probably pay attention.
Pay respect. Give her the respect she deserves.
Yeah, man.
So, all right, are we gonna do? You want to do music talk before we get into the sad stuff?
Um, yeah, man. There's a lot of sad stuff, man.
Yeah. So tell me what you've been listening to before we go there.
So I've been listening to the young fool from California, Cuco, and his album Para Mí.
Mm-hmm.
To me, these are the funkiest bass lines of 2019. Like that's one of my major criteria for good music.
So look, right,
is a funky bass line.
You listen to Nas finally, right?
I finally listened to Nas. I listened to The Lost Boy. I listened to Still Rolling Up. I listened to Practice Makes Paper.
Yeah, shouts out to 40 Water, man. Sheesh.
I listened to Get Back Gang too. Lil Reese.
Lil Reese, okay.
I listened to 1123.
You listen to
That
Dirk?
shit goes crazy. I ain't listening to Dirk yet. That's on the list.
I was listening to some Herbo last night, boy.
But man,
love that guy.
Have you heard 1123?
Nah.
Ha ha ha. That shit goes crazy.
What's 1123?
For y'all who don't know what 1123 is, that's BJ the Chicago Kid.
Oh yeah, I did. I did listen to it. I didn't know it was called 1123. Yeah, but I listened to it.
Crazy.
That joint with him and Anderson, man.
Yeah, man.
That shit is hard. Anderson Paak been doing his thing.
Man.
That the joint on Corday album.
Yeah. Like Anderson Paak is on his J. Cole shit right now. Like killing all the features.
I listened to Russ.
I didn't listen to the new Russ.
It's a song called Summer at 7.
And I listened to Burna Boy.
I didn't. How did you like that, man?
I like it. You know what I'm saying? Because it, like, so there's certain things I like, you know? Like, I've never been to the West Coast myself. Yeah. So I like music that sounds like my idea of what I want the West Coast to be. You know, like, and then that's where Cuco comes in.
Yeah.
But then I also love the idea of a tropical, you know what I'm saying, like tropical music. But not like salsa bachata, you know what I'm saying, that old, like you have to dance these steps to stay on beat. Just like some old chilling under an umbrella, drinking some lemonade.
Yeah, you talking about cloth short music.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just some old smooth shit.
Blending shorts so my balls don't get hot. Yeah. So I've been listening to the 3 albums that are in constant rotation for me are Big Crit is here.
All right.
Chris Brown, Indigo.
Still ain't listened to it. I can't, man.
And I've been listening to Bandana.
It's
Madlib and Freddie.
It's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
That I put Chris Brown over Beyonce.
And you can't listen to the album.
I can't listen to either one of them.
Yeah. And
out of the people that I don't listen to because I'm gonna hear the shit anyway. Like that's the only reason I don't listen to their music is because I'm gonna hear it anyway.
Shit, I don't think so. You gotta listen to this one.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. You seen the No Guidance video and that didn't make you want to listen to the album?
I mean, Joe. So was Drake saying, "I seen how you beat Chris Brown up. Take it easy on me." Is that what he's saying in the song?
I seen somebody do a breakdown of the song. I didn't read it, but it's a message in there that people ain't getting.
I feel like he's talking to Rihanna.
Yeah, I feel like they both talking to Rihanna.
Yeah, right.
When they saying you got it, like you got both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Chris Brown's Drake is like, hey, I seen what you did to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and Chris Brown talking about, man, I'm about to fuck around and marry your ass. Yeah. I got that too.
That's crazy, man.
I've been going back. I went back and I was listening to Astro World, man. Astro World deserves.
You have posted something.
Yeah, it deserves everything it got. That's a very, very good album, man.
See, I just fuck with. I fuck with Travis Scott the way you fuck with Kid Cudi.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because obviously Kanye seen something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Once Cudi left, it was Travis.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not just the music thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are like life prep students. You feel me? Or the academy. Like, whatever
yeah.
you want to call it yet, because they don't know what that is. They don't know
Let me
what
ask
the
you a
life prep
question.
or the academy is.
Let me ask you a
But
question about Travis.
These are the students
Is
of.
is Travis still signed to Grand Hustle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why when the whole Travis Scott Jordan's thing came out,
Yeah.
Kanye was all like, "Well, you Adidas, you part of the family."
Yeah.
He was like, "Nah, bro, I'm Grand Hustle.
Yeah.
Check silver stripes.
So look,
That's
right?
what I like." And then the whole Drake verse on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like I look. So I listened to Astro World, and then I went and listened to Scorpion again.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why Kanye was so afraid, cause the Travis Scott the Sicko Mode song, it's pretty. They talking about fucking up Kanye, and then the whole first half, the whole rap half of Scorpion is shitting on Kanye. Like, nigga, I'm gonna come and get you type shit. I understand why the man was so afraid, because you got the two biggest niggas talking about, man, I'm gonna fuck your girl and fuck your life up. And when you broke, I'm gonna buy all your shit at auction.
I don't think Travis Scott was going that far. Because Travis Scott was, you know what I'm saying? Travis Scott is family. They are literally family. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why. So, I mean, I feel like.
You get along with all your in-laws?
I mean, I don't really talk to any
That's
of them.
yeah. See, that's a no.
But they are family, though. You know what I'm saying?
Tiger's
like,
family, too. It ain't nobody that I
no,
told
Tiger's
to listen to.
not family.
Tiger's family.
Travis Scott is family that Tiger would have been. Travis Scott has a child by the woman that you claiming Tiger is part of the family from.
Well, I mean, if we talking about the
saying?
relations, I think if
I'm
you
just
ask,
talking about, like, I'm talking about.
You talking about in the most literal sense.
Yeah,
I
Travis
understand.
Scott's kids are Kanye's kids' cousins.
I understand. I'm just saying that Tiger will always be welcomed by that family.
I don't think so. I really don't. I doubt it.
But why though?
Because I guess that is a very feminine family. There's a matriarch in that family, and the females run shit. But I still feel like the guys aren't gonna allow this dude to just be in the room.
Man, Kanye and Tiger always have a relationship. Always.
Why?
Because Tiger's great. See? And that's the response I always get. Tiger is great.
Tiger's not great.
All right.
What mediocre rapper do I think is great that you might not think? I hate being put on the spot like this because I suck at having lists in my mind already. Like, if it's not something I thought about, I don't think about it.
Yeah, Tiger's great, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, man, if you listen to his latest album and you listen to everything he did with Young Money and the hits that he got from before, now, like the Rack Cities and the Make It Nasty and all of them joints, like, man, Tiger got slaps, boy. I mean, you can feel how you want to feel. I'm not here to defend Tiger.
Yeah, man, you sound like you are, man.
I do want you to listen to his album, though.
I might give it a listen this week.
Nobody listened to it, but it's like, man, it's a Mustard album pretty much with Mustard and Tiger joint album. That shit's hard.
All right, I can respect that.
It's pretty hard, yeah.
I like Mustard. He's good.
Yeah, Jeezy out here in cowboy boots and
man.
jeans. I don't know what he's doing.
He's trying to turn into G-Eazy.
Speaking of G-Eazy got a guest verse on 40 album. Yeah. Man. Sheesh.
Yeah, man.
Man, G-Eazy did
I'm like,
his damn thing.
This? Who is this? I know this voice. Who is this? Then I open the phone like,
G-Eazy. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You goddamn right.
All right. Yep. It was him and who else?
Hold on, I'm going to pull it up.
Because I know he got that one song with everybody. He got a song with like Schoolboy Q, A$AP Ferg, and a bunch of other motherfuckers. Yeah, man, this album is like, you know what I like about this album the most?
What's that?
Is that if you go all the way through this album, you got everybody on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the East Coast, you got the South, you got, you know what I'm saying?
See, and that's funny.
And you have his artists that you might not know nothing about.
And they all good.
You know
they still good.
And they all on here together. So like Cousin Fick.
I like him.
he on an album with Quavo and Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah on the same album as Wiz Khalifa.
And the funny thing about that is 40 can do an album with everybody you can think of.
Fabulous, Redman,
Redman and Method Man, yeah. He can do that, and I don't have a problem with it. But Ross do it, and I got a problem with it. Like, I seen the Ross track list, and I'm not okay with that.
Grizzly.
I'm not okay with the Ross track list.
Why?
Because every song got a feature on it.
So no, there's like 2 songs. There's like 2 songs I noticed that don't have features on them.
Yeah. And that's like
that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
I was looking for the song with no feature
without
on
features, right? And then the whole shit that he did about 50 and all that. It's like, man, Ross is making it weird, man. He's making it weird.
And that's what I said when I saw the track list 2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
Because we seen Ross at Complex Con.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first I ever heard of Port of Miami 2 coming out.
Yeah.
And then last week I heard something else.
Mm-hmm.
This week you see the track list.
Mm-hmm.
And we still like another week away from the release.
Like, bruh, that album should have been out 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, if you're going to do all this now.
Right, like, give us the Drake feature and put the album out.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
Drake
man.
feature, though?
Yeah,
like,
did you hear Gold Roses?
There's nobody. No, we already got the Swiss feature.
Yeah, that was big time.
Yeah.
Gold Roses is the Drake feature.
Like, as soon as the video for Big Time came out, the video for Big Time should have came out the day that the album came
It should have been the interview, Big Time, album drop, Gold Roses.
You see what I say? Big Time. Big time.
Yeah, I saw that.
Go to jail every day, but never did time.
Yeah, man, but Ross is making it weird, and I really want to hear that album, but the weirder it gets, the more I look at it on some Yan shit.
So, hold on, that Big Time, is that the beat that you said is from 2007?
The beat that I said was antiquated, yeah.
Antiquated.
Yeah. I mean, because it's a Just Blaze beat, but it don't sound like up-to-date Just Blaze beat. It sounds like an old Just Blaze beat.
What if it's a Just Blaze beat that Swiss Beats just took and chopped up?
It might be.
And he made it sound older than it is.
But even still, man.
I'm going to antiquate this music.
Ross is an artist that's known for his beat-picking ability.
Yeah.
And for the song that's bringing Ross back to be that,
yeah,
I wasn't impressed.
I don't know, man, because I feel like, Rick Ross chooses some of the best beats, but I definitely think that Rick Ross is, if not the most, one of the most underrated rappers in the game.
I don't even think he underrated no more. I really don't.
It's just the
It's
flow,
so
man.
many. It's so many underrated MCs. I don't think because when you talk about Ross and you talk about flow, it doesn't get too complex.
But the flow is just on point every time. No.
Oh, He's gonna do Ross all the way,
like
but
them syllables just be on point every time.
Yeah,
you know.
I just wouldn't call him underrated.
That's what I love about Ross.
That's like
the
saying
syllables hit.
That's like saying Tyler's underrated at this point. To say Ross is underrated,
but Tyler's not underrated though. Like, if Tyler, the Creator, puts a...
But before Flower Boy, you could have said Tyler was underrated.
Yeah. But now if Flower Boy puts out Instagram something, he's going to get... Tyler, the Creator, is going to get more likes than Snoop Dogg, than DJ Khaled, than... You know what I'm saying? Like, DJ Khaled might get 150,000 likes, whereas Felicia the GOAT is getting... 2 million likes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's cultivated the fan base past Supreme, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Like, Tyler, the Creator, can do anything.
Let me ask you a question.
And he's going to have that fan base. Like, he has a skateboarding fan base, a fashion fan base, a music fan base, a video fan base.
He has a 360-degree scope of content.
Yeah. Like, and the people that like this might not like that, but they'll come out to support this every time. And these people will come out to support that every time.
So let me ask you a question. Did you see the Glasses Malone video?
No.
Tupac Must Die?
Nah.
Oh, wow. So you don't know anything about what Glasses Malone been doing for the past 2 weeks?
No.
So Glasses Malone put out a video called Tupac Must Die, right? And it's everything that happened leading up to Tupac being shot in Vegas from the perspective of Orlando Anderson.
And that's the guy that shot.
That's the guy that shot him. And it's been cause of much controversy in these streets.
How come I ain't heard it?
I don't know. I
That's
really
crazy.
don't know. Like, man, it was I don't know if it was trending or not, but I know it was a big deal. Like,
Yeah, I'm a trendy guy.
you know, he been to the Brilliant Idiots. He been on the Breakfast Club. He didn't posted about it on Instagram. The video is something else because he's basically justifying Tupac getting killed, which I understand because it's like, man, basically you jump into some gang shit and jump in a well-known gang member and killer, and you're a rapper.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when the shooting happens, he
You're-
got to get you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't go back home and motherfuckers like, oh, you let the rapper jump you? Like, you a killer. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But since you didn't see it, we ain't got to talk about it. But
Yeah.
I would like for you to watch it so we can talk about it at some point.
All right, man. I guess that's the segue, man.
Yeah.
You let the rapper jump you,
Yeah.
and you a killer,
Yeah.
and you got to kill him.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Almost 100 people died last night, man.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck, man?
Well, first of all right, let's get it out the way. Let's get this out of the way first. All right? I don't condone innocent people being killed under any circumstance. I don't condone what's been termed in America as mass shootings. I don't condone unnecessary violence, right? But and I preface my statements with that because I often am a person that falls into the category of, is this more than a coincidence?
As far as like the setup or the timing or
the timing. Because did you watch the Democratic debates?
I didn't. I heard
Tulsi Gabbard,
no, what's his
Kamala
name?
Harris,
What's the vice president name?
not Mike Pence. Mike Pence?
Mike Pence is that's the vice president. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
He told motherfuckers to call Mike Jones number
Yeah.
8004.
Look, so what I'm saying is there are several Democratic candidates are running on the platform of gun control and gun confiscation, right?
Yeah.
At any time, what I noticed is anytime that is something brewing in politics that got to do with guns,
Guns come out.
the package of guns comes out.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know. As far as what the media is telling us, that's all we know as far as what happens.
So my thing is there was a mass shooting in El Paso, Texas. There was a mass shooting in Dayton, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
But 7 people got shot in Chicago. Like, why was that not a mass shooting in Douglas Park?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if 4 people get hit, it's considered a mass shooting. But 4 people get hit at a time every weekend in Chicago in the summertime.
Yep.
And it's never called a mass shooting. There's never a lone wolf shooter. It's just
Some stuff that happened in Chirac.
yeah.
I think that's because as far as the if there is an agenda, as far as the coverage of such things,
Like they have, I guess what, they have no control over Chicago is
Mhm.
what they're saying.
mm-hmm.
Like Chicago is just
like that's just Chicago.
that's Chicago.
Just
that's
like you
gonna
see
happen in Chicago.
the prison riot in Brazil where 16 people get decapitated and like 60 people die.
and that's just Brazil.
That's just Brazil.
because Brazil is that fucking crazy.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we went I didn't go. I wish I would have went. My uncle went to Brazil to perform.
And get
You
you a
know what I'm
goddamn $25 holla. Yo, man, I digress.
Hey, I definitely would.
Yeah,
You know. But he
that's
was
without
like,
question.
He went to the favela. He didn't go to the favela, but he was like riding around past it.
Yeah.
And he let's say this motherfucker's on the back of pickup trucks with bullhorns. Talking about some rocks, blow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's that kind it's a big rich town.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Can you see how much time we got left? No. I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah, man. So Yeah, it's messed up that Chicago is just like, oh yeah, that's gonna happen. It's the murder capital, but we're not the murder capital. Who is the murder capital? Is it New Orleans right now still, or is it
I don't
Baltimore?
I don't know who got it right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a great thing right there, though.
Mm-hmm.
That right there, my brother, is a beautiful thing.
Ooh.
To not glorify the murder capital.
Mm-hmm.
Because when New Orleans had it, it was cash money, no limit, murder capital, murder capital, murder capital.
Yeah.
Chicago had it, Twister, do or die, murder capital, murder capital.
Yeah.
Now you don't know who has the murder capital.
Yeah.
I don't know either. But also, I didn't know anything about dude with the Tupac Must Die video. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm just out the loop. But maybe we are getting past this whole 90s hip-hop era.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it took 20 years for white people to be the murderers again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a long time that black on black crime, and those thugs in the projects and this and that, and everybody was, all those black guys are killers.
Yeah.
Now, 20 years after Jay-Z said, take the jersey off, put the button up on.
The white man is got the gun again.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to ask is, how come we still haven't made it to the point where we asking what makes you shoot? Like, only thing we seeing is somebody shot.
Because I feel like there's two kinds of people. Like, there's the people who have a lot of guns,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and there's like discipline with the guns, you know, and then there's people that have never shot a gun, like me, you know. So me, I mean, I know guys that have shot guns and have guns,
Mm-hmm.
and they all tell me the same thing. I would never give you a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just because that's who they see me as. It's like, if you got a gun, you wouldn't argue. You wouldn't raise your voice at all. You know what I'm saying? You would just handle it and get it done.
See, I think that, and I would argue, I know you better than most of those people.
Mm-hmm.
I would absolutely give you a gun just so you can go in the range and shoot it.
See, and that's the thing. It wouldn't be, because guns aren't for going to the range and shooting them.
Mm-hmm.
Guns are for personal protection.
No, I understand
so these
that.
These are people who don't really need personal protection,
Mm-hmm.
and that goes back to what we were saying earlier
Mm-hmm.
about the overemphasis on being an individual.
Yeah.
In this what's it called? This economic. What's our economy? Capitalist economy. You know what I'm saying? Like, in order for capitalism to work, you really have to believe that you're John and I'm Elton.
Right.
And
right.
we're not both just black men. Like, you're John. And what makes
I'm
you John?
somebody. Yeah.
Well, what makes you John is your watch and your
Mm-hmm.
hat and your
Mm-hmm.
wristbands. What makes me Elton is my hat and my shirt and my shoes. And I have to be different from you because I'm Elton.
Right.
You know
'cause
what I'm
I
saying?
am an individual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's so stupid.
Yes,
Like,
it is.
You don't need personal protection. You know what I'm saying? Because who the fuck are you?
Mhm.
Why do people want to come kill you?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these are the people that like write these manifestos. Like, this motherfucker might have wrote a comment on somebody's video on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
and then just got into it. Got into this heated debate with some black dude from Oakland who was like, man, you stupid. Like, you're really being irrational
You're
right
being
now.
a dumb
Stop
dummy.
Stop
Yeah.
being a dumb dummy.
Mm-hmm.
This is what's really going on in Oakland. And then he might have got a comment from Massachusetts somewhere. This is what's going on in Massachusetts. How can you say that coming from where you're coming from? And then he was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm feeling offended now. I'm going to go out and, you know what I'm saying? And then he fuck around and turned on the Vic Mensa video and seen the white babies in the cages.
See, and
it was like, okay, this is enough.
See, that's
Like,
why I
these
advocate.
motherfuckers are hitting me from different angles. I'm going to hit them with actual bullets.
See, this is why I often advocate for gun education, and this is why I say I would like for you to shoot a gun inside a range in a controlled environment because
You heard him. Y'all heard him.
mm-hmm.
If y'all still listening this far into the podcast, I want y'all to leave a comment,
Mm-hmm.
and I want y'all to set a date for this man to take me to the gun range.
Mm-hmm.
I have never shot a gun a day in my life. I've never held
Yep.
an actual gun. I've held a BB gun. I've never shot any kind of gun a day in my life.
So for me, the reason
So I need y'all to tell him when to take me to
leave it in the
shot.
comments.
Leave it in the comments.
So the reason why I say that is because I know for me, the shooting a gun, aiming a gun, having intent when pointed at a target, when you are able to experience that before experiencing a threat, it changes your whole mind state of the operation of this machine.
All right. I see that. So, like, what you're saying is knowing how powerful a gunshot is, you can decide whether this is a gunshot situation or a kick to the knee situation.
Exactly, because by me having had that experience, shooting someone is
Would
my
be
worst nightmare.
Having to shoot someone.
Having to shoot a person
Yeah.
is my worst nightmare because I know what I'm doing to your body. I know what this gun is doing, and I know how loud it is.
But now I feel like what you just said is very important. You know what you're doing to my body. But at the same time, you're the person that understands your body way better than you did 10 years ago.
True.
So as that guy, as the guy that gave up the meat and gave up the you go on these fasts and you do this healthy stuff and you go to the gym every day. You understand the human body more than somebody who goes to the McDonald's next door to the gun shop
Right.
in Kentucky.
Right.
Or somebody who lives across the street from the KFC next to the gun store.
Well, I don't know.
And they putting this poison in their body, which resonates with
It is
the
sound body,
bullshit.
sound mind. That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? It resonates with the bullshit on TV. So now you see, oh man, you heard about dude? I think it was in Louisiana. Got his ass whooped for wearing a MAGA hat.
Yeah,
That big
yeah,
old
I
black
did.
guy.
I did.
You know
I
what I'm
saw
saying?
that.
Like you see that on the news.
Uh-huh.
Then you see these criminals coming in from over the border. You know what I'm saying? Then you see Trump wasting his time with ASAP Rocky, and you're like, oh man, why are they winning? I feel like they're winning.
See, I think programming works both ways.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you putting bullshit in your body, you're putting bullshit in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna react a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And what you're saying is once you shoot a gun, you understand how powerful it is and you appreciate the human body for what it is.
It's like
more.
it's like fatherhood, right? We had this conversation before. I'll never understand the concept of me and my baby. I never understand picking some food up out my baby's slobbering mouth and eating it until I have a baby. It's just different. I never understand it until I go through that experience.
Yeah.
And I think it's not so much the gun, but the experience that creates people that are better in society because we're seeing the results of a conditioning.
But now,
not the results of using a weapon.
I would like to know. This is probably impossible to ever find out.
Okay.
But I would like to know the percentage of mass shooters or domestic terrorists who went to a gun range before they committed their act of domestic terrorism.
Now, I know like McVeigh, he was trained.
Yeah, right.
Tim McVeigh was trained.
The guy from Thousand Oaks in whatchamacallit. Like there's a lot of them that are ex-military.
See, but you know they train with a certain agenda in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and this conversation is just going to prove the point. I'm not trying to prove a point, but it's going towards the fact that what's happening is not access to firearms, but a mentality as a side effect or a byproduct of living in capitalist society.
Yeah. Because it's not, because just like in England, like in England, you fuck around and get stabbed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They put forth legislation to outlaw kitchen knives.
Yeah. In Australia, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have guns, you're still going to use something.
Right. People going to be killing each other with spoons if they got to.
Like, I be at work, you know what I'm saying? And I be thinking about it, like, man, if a motherfucker want to run up back here, I'm hitting them in the head with this fire extinguisher.
Yeah, you're not thinking,
You know
I'm
what I'm
going to
saying?
shoot this motherfucker.
I don't have a gun.
Right, you're going to
You know what I'm
defend
saying?
yourself.
Yeah. If you run back here and you're trying to get at me with a weapon in your hand, I'm going to hit you in the head with the fire extinguisher and then extinguish your ass.
It's just like my
So I
pops.
can drag you out and
I was-
lock the door.
I was talking to my pops yesterday, and he was talking about a dispute he had with somebody that he made a bet with that didn't want to pay him. You know, so it went from, you know, just talking shit, oh, you scared you didn't want to pay me, you knew you, into, you know, a more heavier conversation, right? So my pops is like, man, I was finna beat this motherfucker up, right? Now, this is a young boy, and I'm like, all right, Pop, you can't be putting yourself in that position because they don't understand fighting the way that we understand it.
Yeah.
Like, for them, shooting is the first resort.
Yeah.
Fighting is the last resort.
Like, if you knock this gun out my hand,
I'm going to have to fight you.
yeah. That's so stupid.
Like, the only time
man.
fighting is the first resort is when it's a jump.
Yeah, yeah. It's 7 of us, and I don't like the way you said something.
It's the fabric of America, not the Constitution, not the gun manufacturers that's wrong.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Truthfully speaking,
Okay.
if we got into it with somebody, and I was definitely handling it, would you jump in?
Well, like if you was fighting somebody and you was getting the best of them,
Yeah.
no, fuck, I'm gonna jump in for it. I'm gonna make sure don't nobody else jump in.
Yeah.
That's what
See,
you supposed to do.
That's that bitch ass shit.
Yeah.
When a motherfucker got it, and your guy is
I'm gonna make sure.
in there,
I'm gonna make
like,
sure that you don't disrespect the man. Like I'm gonna make sure you don't kick him
you
in the
gonna make
face.
sure
and
I
no
don't
shit.
kick him in the
Right.
face. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure once he's beat, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure don't nobody else jump in.
I think that right there needs to be in the commercial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like this is the family value shit that we talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Like when you put your feet on a motherfucker, that means you ready to kill him if you need to.
Yeah, man, I seen a video. See this video, this little light skinned dude in New York. Like they was into it on the train. He spit in dude's face, right?
I seen the thumbnail for that.
And then he like, dude was like sitting there trying to fucking Incredible Hulk the door. And he got the door wide enough. Clear shot, spitting, bah, even bigger spit in the face. At that point, it was just like,
Yeah.
and he
You know what
fucked
time it
dude
is.
up.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about laid him out.
You're going to get exactly what
Motherfuckers-
you deserve.
Like motherfuckers coming up running and shit to stop him. And the dude holding the camera's like, no, he's spitting his face. Hey, you spitting his face. He gets that.
Yeah. That was the only time I ever put my hands on a female. She spit in my face. Oh, it was over with. I was seeing black.
Yeah, it don't matter. Like, I don't care what you are.
Yeah.
You
Like
could
you,
be 7 or 70. If you spit on me
it's on.
purposely.
I'm fucking you up.
I remember one time we was walking out the Boulevard Manor.
Uh-huh.
We was going to like Charo or something, and a car came by, and dude just so happened to spit out the window.
All right. I remember this.
And he like spit on my shoulder. Like that was, I was heated, but that could have been accidental.
You had to check yourself because you don't know. You don't know.
It could have just been a motherfucker spitting out the window, and I just so happened to be there. He might have said, "Ooh,"
because
my
I
bad.
did that
Oh,
shit before too. I was walking down Springfield and I spit, and it happened to be a car passing.
And you spit on the car.
And she was driving slow enough where it could have been taken as deliberate. Like I timed my spit to hit the car.
Yeah.
So, she stopped and said what she said. I wiped it off.
But if you deliberately spit on me,
Oh no, yeah, it's
I'm gonna die trying to kill you.
yeah, it's clobbering time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel the appropriate amount of sympathy for all the victims of these shootings, but I can't help but ask, is the powers that be in the hand that's on the button showing? Because when the last time you seen somebody get dragged off an airplane?
I guess what I don't understand is you being from very near to the Douglas community, like I feel like you're being kind of insensitive, but at the same time I feel like you're like most Americans, you're just tired of this bullshit. It just keeps happening, and it needs to stop.
I'm getting tired of weaponizing our tragedies. That's what I'm getting tired of.
So you think people are getting shot to keep guns legal?
No. I think people are getting shot because motherfuckers are shooting them. But I think when these tragedies happen, we see mainstream media and presidential hopefuls weaponize it and turn it into something else to work an agenda. Instead of trying to figure out the root of the problem, you just want to say, oh, let's bring in this legislation because if I do this, I'll be president.
Yeah.
Or I'll have the highest ratings for the week.
That's so selfish.
Yeah.
That's that individualism.
And that's what pisses me off. And that's why I come off as non-sympathetic. Oh, I'm absolutely sympathetic. But the fucking the sting in the back of my neck when I think about what's really going on, that's what turns it into that for me.
And it's all a conspiracy theory. It's like it could be really going on or it could not be really going on. You know what I'm saying?
And the fact that nobody is going and laying the facts straight makes me lean towards yes, this is going on.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Man, it's super hot in here.
Oh yeah. We only got a couple minutes anyway, man. So
I just want to say, man, like, subscribe, share the page. I'm genuinely asking people to do things that I don't see. You know what I'm saying? Because man, we've been working, you know what I'm saying, and we want to keep it going. Like I hate this. You know what I'm saying? Because I listen to 90.9 WDCB radio, and like every 3 months they go on like a drive and they like beg for a half an hour out of every hour.
Oh, like WTTW, like PBS.
Like a pledge drive. You know, like please give us money. But like I'm just really sincere about this shit. Like I really want this podcast to take off, and I really want to give y'all this whole event that I got planned for y'all, but I just need more people involved.
There is a vision.
You know what I'm saying?
There is a vision.
And that's why I'm asking y'all to just like, subscribe, share, really share. You know what I'm saying? Because when you share, more people see it.
Yeah.
You know?
And I would ask that, let's make this thing a real conversation because it's not just me and Anonymous. It's all of us. It affects all of us, man. Get in those comments. Ask us questions. Send us an email. All right, facultyloungepodcast@gmail.com.
Like, whatever y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because whenever y'all communicate with us, we're going to keep the dialogue going.
Right, we're going to react.
We're definitely going to let you know that we see you.
Because it ain't just for the camera. These are the conversations. And if you watch the show, you know this. These are the conversations that we have all the time.
Yeah, this is what we've been talking about since we were 14, 15 years old.
And we said it on the first episode. Our conversations are so good, we wanted to put it on camera for people to see.
Now we just need y'all to join the conversation, man. For real, like, just become a part of the faculty.
Yep. So, with that, what time is it?
Time to get back to the students.
Double salute. Thanks for watching and listening. Peace.
Thank y'all, man. We love y'all.
Peace.